Hello everybody, welcome back to Whimsicraft. Yes, we have made some progress in the area next to Will's base, and Will's made some area in his base too. Very cool. I don't know, I just noticed it while I was doing this and thought it was nice. But yeah, basically we've just kind of rounded this off with some very basic terraforming, nothing too crazy yet, but I just wanted to get something done. Today we're going to do a bunch of terraforming, which I'm super excited for. And what we're going to do is we're going to do something fairly similar to what we've done over here, but a little bit different. I'll tell you what I mean. So over here we've got the sandstone area, and that's kind of leached up into the mound that we built in the last video. But the most important thing is that this needs to be done everywhere. These rocks need to kind of leach up over the top everywhere. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. But we're going to do it in the stages because we've got plans and things like that, and we want to be smart about it. And also, this needs some work. Quite a few episodes ago, I discussed how exactly I wanted to do this terraforming, and I decided that using a mixture of proper terraforming and also something called gabions, which are like rocks inside like chains, would look pretty interesting as a way to kind of like hold back the dirt instead of having a terraformed area. I thought it would be pretty cool. But yeah, I think I actually want to start over here. Over here I want to have a road to kind of a dock area kind of thing. But if we fly up, you can see that we kind of got a big distance to go, and the most awkward part of it is here. I want the trucks to go through here, around here, and up the road. This is a very narrow area for this pretty chunky truck. So what we're going to need to do first is we're going to need to chop this back a little bit, figure out exactly how wide the road is going to be, spread this road design all the way around, and then at the same time as we're spreading the road here, we're going to move the blocks up. So I guess first we will expand the road through this area. And we get the weird orange, like, bright red issue again. I genuinely don't know what that's caused by, but it's very odd. Anyway, I guess I'll get on with this. Alright, let's go. Alright everybody, fantastic. A road and a problem has appeared. You might already be able to see it, but it's this bush up here. When I built this area, I kind of just had an arbitrary edge to it, and then was like, I'll sort it out later. Now is later. If we hop our way over to here, we can see this bush is, I basically just mined up to the edge of this bush and went, it'll be fine. It's not fine. Look how close this edge is. At a minimum distance, this is what, 4 blocks wide or something, 5 blocks wide? My truck's 5 blocks wide, that's not going to work. The road just isn't big enough. Which is okay, so we can solve that issue. And the way we're going to solve it is we're going to edit the terraforming that I've done here to give us a bit of extra room. You can see that we've got about 2 more blocks available here. I don't really want to get rid of this tree if I can help it. We've got 2 more blocks available here, and up to here we've got almost maybe 4 or 5 blocks available. So that's what we're going to do. I am simply going to get out my tools and rip this all out, and it's going to be great. So yeah, I'll be back once I've ripped all of this out, and after that I'm going to spread some of these blocks across as I've been talking about previously. So yeah, let's go and do that. Honestly guys, I'm not sure why it didn't occur to me to say, but yeah, it's Christmas. Yep, the grind never stops, baby. I'm policing roads no matter what. Yeah, I'm literally just here to get some stone, but yeah, thought I'd mention that it's Christmas. I don't know. Alright, let's go and actually do something productive rather than yapping about it being Christmas. Right. Okay, everybody, that looks better, doesn't it? We've got an actual wide path that a truck might actually be able to fit down. That's good, isn't it? Alright, move on to the next thing, which is to drag these blocks up and onto here. So you can see that I've basically just done an even spread of these different grey textures, and it's a pretty nice looking road. It feels like quite crumbly and thrown together, but it also still feels like a defined area. I want to ruin that by making it really feel not very much like it. Wow, that was a very poorly constructed sentence. Anyway, I want to make it not feel very confined anymore and I want to spread all of this up, and it's going to make for a really interesting texture, very similar to this, as I said before. So yeah, I guess I need some deep slate, and it looks like a little bit of tuff as well. I know it seems weird to do it in parts, but obviously I'm kind of learning how I go, getting a feel for how I kind of put this together in the best way. So yeah, I guess we'll start, and then maybe I'll have a big jump where I've made some progress. Alright, let's do some texturing and gradienting and stuff. Before we go any further, I'd just like to quickly address my skin. Yes, I received an incredible Christmas gift from the wonderful Nightmare, and I thought it worked quite nicely with the pink cape, so we're going to run with that for a little bit. And yeah, I'm literally making this thing not only to thank Nightmare, but also to prove a point. Yeah, it's literally Christmas Day. Like the other one where I said it was Christmas, it was Christmas Eve. I just wanted to show off the chests. It's actually Christmas Day. I have no life. It's fine. I'll see you guys when I've actually got some progress. Alright, let's go and do something important. Okay, everybody, I'm taking a tiny bit of a break because I've come into a predicament. My microphone might also sound a little bit different. The way that I've got it set up with the pop filter and all that's a bit different. So, yeah, sorry if it sounds weird. But basically, the issue is that if I run over here, you know, I'll fly, it's faster. As you can see, I kind of just left the grass border because I didn't know what to do. But it was fine because, you know, I've got the road and then just the random grass, and I'll sort it out later, right? Well, as I want to build the road over here, you can see that I've got some nice gradienting happening. The road is good. But I want the road to kind of come out from the edge of the like, I don't know, out the edge of the bowl a bit, similar to how this road looks. The issue with that is now I've got this border to work with, and previously the road has just been part of the border. But that's not the case anymore, so I'm not sure what to do. I think what the best option is to now finally decide what the neutral floor block is going to be, or what the neutral floor texture is going to be, because this is road, and not everywhere is going to be road, so I need to figure out what the neutral texture is going to be. Now, I could go for this dirt area, but honestly, I think I can do better than that. I think I can come up with something more worthy of the space. I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I think I want to hop into creative for a second and just see if there's some kind of like, similar to this neutral ground, see if I can come up with something like that that really accentuates everything and makes it feel good. Over here, I've just got stone, but the stone kind of molds into the road a bit, and I'm not a fan of that either. So, yeah, not stone, not grass, something in between. I'll come up with it, and I guess I'll see you in creative. By the way, I'm loving the skin. I don't know, it makes me feel very bright and, like, colourful. It's cool. Anyway, let's go over to creative, I guess. Alright, everybody, I've come up with something fairly simple. What this is just two different types of dirt with I don't know, this one is influenced by the grey of the tuff and the deep slate, and this one is influenced by the red of the red sandstone. And to be honest, I really like how I like how they're quite textured, quite full, and of course there's always a place for a little bit of a dead bush. Here you can see that we're actually using pale moss, which is wonderful. I haven't used pale moss yet, and thankfully I've been able to get my hands on just a little bit, and of course I can just bone meal to get all that I need for this project. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess I'll go and add these to the world. Let's go. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Progress update here. You can see that I have successfully expanded the road quite a lot. Goes pretty much all the way as far as I wanted to go, because beyond here I'm going to have slightly different paving, probably concrete slabs, similar to the kind of thing that Ducky is doing at his base, if anyone is familiar. But one thing I wanted to talk about is the difference between the road and the, like, kind of, you know, edge. Now the edge, I've just realised I kind of messed up because this is supposed to be the brown stuff. So beyond here, I'm going to need to swap this out. But here, it looks really good. So you can see that the definition of the road versus the kind of edge, or whatever I want to call it, the main ground area, is not too visible, which is nice. It's subtle difference, especially here. It looks different, but it's still subtle enough. It's very andesite heavy, but I like andesite, so why wouldn't I do that? But I guess from this progress update, I've discovered this change, so I guess I'm gonna go do that now, and I'll come back when this part of the road is complete, which is going to be very exciting. So yeah, I guess I'll be back in a second. Alright everybody, I genuinely think we have succeeded. If I pull out here and camera out for you, it really worked. It looks like that the red like creep is making the soil red and then also like half covering the road and everything is just perfect. Yeah, success. I'm very happy with this. Now, I've got this issue here where I haven't really planned what to do on the other side, and I think I kind of want to speak about it for 2 seconds. So basically, we've got a couple of options. First off, we can pull this idea, you know, having the rocky edge or the muddy edge, and just kind of bring it all the way around. I don't think that'll work, and the reason why I don't think that'll work is simple. This is an industrial complex. Why would they keep ungainly, annoying, difficult to work with terrain when they could not have that? So I think that it is more likely that we will have stone edges or some kind of like really strong rocky edge. And that means that I need to plan out this really strong rocky edge to make it look good and look stable. Because the thing is that this looks like it could slump into the river in any second. But, like, I don't know, if it was just a wall of stone, it wouldn't look correct. You know what I mean? Like, it would look bad. So we're going to get this balance right. And I think that's what I'll have to do over the next few weeks, is kind of really figure out exactly how this is going to look. But for now, I actually want to move back over to here, where we started, and kind of transition this into the kind of stony stuff that I'm doing over here, but over there with the deep slate. And yeah, it should work fairly nicely, but it's just gotta be done, I guess. So yeah, we'll go over here, and once we've done that, I'll do some editing and figure out exactly how much time we have and what we're doing next. So yeah, I'll see you over there. Alrighty everybody, I think this might be the nicest area I've done so far actually. Looks really good, the gradient work with the grass and the andesite. I think it's come out really well. Now in the future I'm going to have some trees, maybe different trees than these ones here, just to, you know, block off the area and make it better for William over there. But yeah, looks pretty good. I guess we'll just hop back on to the next thing that I've got planned, which is pretty cool. So let's go. This is a new place in the server that I've never really shown before, and it's really cool. This is called the Botanical Gardens, and it's just beyond anyone's base really. It's actually quite far away from everyone, but it's a really cool place. And essentially the point is that we're all going to build some kind of flower display, and it's really nice. See, people are claiming areas for themselves. Stuff's already been built. I think it'd be really nice to maybe finish off this episode, is to really think about what I want to do and maybe start building, or even build something completely here. So you can see there's a really big variety of stuff here, and I really want to do something that's a little bit different. I can see a lot of custom flowers, some interesting little things, some trees, some lore-based stuff, some usage of the new blocks. So I wanna be different, and I think the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna use these blocks. Cherry. I think cherry is underappreciated, but I can't just plant a cherry tree, and a custom tree is far too big to fit in this area. So I've claimed this tiny little section in the corner, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use armor stands to make a little bonsai tree. I'm gonna put it in a composter with some rooted dirt and build these things, and it's going to be a really cute little bonsai tree, and hopefully it comes out well. So I guess I'll start by doing a bit on camera. So very simply, place a block, put the cherry on it, and then I need possibly a piece of string or something to block it so it doesn't grow, and then I can just put these leaves around it, put the composter around the dirt, and then we're done. nice and simple, but it should be nice and pretty. Right, I guess I will build this. It'll be cool. Or I'll be back when I've made some progress, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how difficult the armor stand work's going to be, so I guess we'll find out. Let's go. Okay, everybody, we have some simple beginnings here. Just literally got a sapling in a pot. And you can see that this looks a bit odd, and I'll explain what it is. Is essentially this composter, the armor stand that's holding it is actually inside the dirt block, and that makes it shadowed under the game's lighting engine. And this means that it's actually like a really big contrast from the wood around it, and almost matches the trunk of the tree. So I have accidentally been quite successful, so I'm quite happy with that. Next thing, I need to put the canopy on, because as much as a single sapling looks okay, we need some proper leaves on it. And I also need to add my name somewhere. So guess I'll do that, and I'll be back. And success, everybody. This actually didn't take me too much longer than well, didn't take me too long really. I thought it was gonna take me a while, but no, I am all good. You can see little bits of the sapling poking through, but generally the leaves have really covered it all up. But overall, I'm really happy with this. Something that I'm not quite sure about yet, though, is that obviously I've got my sign next to my build, but what should I do with this symmetrical pedestal over on this side? I'm not sure. Maybe I can think of something a bit later. But yeah, I am super happy with this. But yeah, want to quickly stop off and do something, and then we can end the video. Alright. Oh, it looks so good. It's so subtle. Little small thing, but pretty cool. Anyway, let's go and do that thing. Okay, everybody, so we're back at the base, and I wanted to show some little thing that I designed whilst I was in a call with Tram. Basically, this area needed some improvement, and it kind of just leached over here, and I made a bunch of progress, and I didn't talk about it, so now we're going to talk about it. This was an idea that I proposed right at the beginning of the episode when I talked about gabions. Gabions, as I mentioned before, are rocks in cages to hold up land, and I think these kind of represent them quite well. It's kind of hard to see the rocks because this is cobblestone, but yeah. If I zoom out, we can see this terraforming is very standard, just a bit of gradient work, and I'm quite happy with it. But this, you can see, it is not finished. So I'm gonna finish putting all of these along here, and then we can come back and I guess I'll see if there are any other finishing touches that I like to do, maybe over here, and then we'll be done. Alright, let's go and do this. Okay, everybody, after 500 years of gradient work, this place actually looks really good. I don't know why I didn't bother doing proper gradient work earlier, but this looks really good now. I'm super happy with how it has turned out. And similarly over here looks really good too. I just shoved some iron bars at the end there. I think it feels like almost like a temporary solution, like the people working couldn't be bothered to build another panel, so they just shoved up some chains instead and hoped for the best. But yeah, I am really happy with how like well-rounded this area is looking now. Like it all feels complete. And also I edited this gradienting a little bit. I'm sure you guys can't tell the difference, but it's good. I don't care. But yeah, another little strategy that I employed that makes this place look great is that the platform, words are hard. The pressure plates and buttons signify what's road. For some reason, I only use them when I'm doing road, but it actually really helps make the road look very defined. So it's like, this is all road, this is all road. But then as you go over here, the buttons and pressure plates aren't present right next to the edge. You can see that the road is drifting away from where the dirt is, and I think that is a cool strategy. It's not very noticeable, but it just kind of helps define areas. So yeah, we are done for today. So yeah, people, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, do all that fantastic stuff, and I'll see you next time, where I'm gonna do something cool with this area and maybe a bit more work over there. It's gonna be pretty cool. Alright, bye.